Hey everyone, we're going to go over how Writable and Google Classroom work together. We're going to start by showing you how to import your Google Classroom classes into Writable, how to assign a Writable assignment out to the Classroom stream so your students can easily find it and save time, and then finally how grades go from Writable to Google Classroom. So let's get started. I'm starting here on the classes page. This is the first thing to do. It's as easy as clicking a button. And I'm going to import my Google Classroom classes by clicking this button. And when I choose something to import, it is going to import all of the students. It's going to keep the rosters up to sync. And it's also going to pull in any co-teachers that you may have from Google Classroom. So that's how you get your Google Classroom classes into Writable. Next, we're going to show how you assign a Writable assignment out to the classroom stream. So I would click Assign, and I choose one of my classroom classes that I've already imported. I'll always get to choose the different assignment settings that I have in Writable. So here I'm going to turn on these two. I'm going to actually ask students to write in a Google Doc, which is a nice way to embed a Google Doc in Writable. And the most important step is you have to remember to click on Add Assignments to the Classroom stream. If you forget this, you can always come back later and add it, but if you don't have this checked, your students won't find it. So make sure you check this box. As soon as I do that, my assignment will travel over to the Classroom stream. Let's take a look. All right, here I am as a student, and here's my classroom stream. I'm going to find my Writable assignments right here. Otherwise, I can always find them in classwork. So if you're a teacher that likes to put things in classwork, you can drag them in here as well. But for now, let's launch this Writable assignment. And I can click on it like that. First, I'll land as a student on my Writable dashboard. This just gives me the goals for the assignment and how I'm doing with my progress. And when I start to write, first, I'll see that I remember as a teacher, I embedded a Google Doc in this assignment. So that's how this looks. It's just a Google Doc that's right inside Writable. This basically makes it so that all the writing is backing up in Google Drive in real time. So it kind of gives you a nice option. If students like to go full screen, they can use all the supports that Google Docs has. Even if you use the Writable writing box here, you can always export your work to Google Drive. That's a really important part of Writable. And now I'm going to eyeball my checklist, make sure I've done everything right, and click Submit. When a student hits Submit, you want to make sure to remind them to click Turn in the Google Classroom assignment. This is what updates the turned in status inside your Google Classroom so you can keep track. Finally, as a teacher, let's look at how we grade and how that grade will travel back to the Google Classroom gradebook. So here I'm going to click on my Out of My Mind assignment. I see that about 33% have turned in, so maybe it's time for me to start taking a look. That's the student writing. I can come down here and see that a student has submitted, so let's go grade. So here's the submission. I can move through using my rubric to grade. I can add comments this way, and it will store all the comments that I've ever written by keyword. I can also highlight the text. So say that I want to ask the student to work on more evidence. I can say, can you add more support, please? Now, because I'm choosing pink, as soon as I highlight this pink, it also falls in line under this rubric, which is about evidence. So we do allow you to go line by line and mark up the paper. You can just highlight things with a color if you want, or you can also rubric match them into your rubric. So this is kind of why I'm giving the student a 2 on this. I think that they're probably doing okay on these other areas. I can add a piece of video feedback just to top it off, really super easy. I can say, great job. I love how you're analyzing Melody's development in this book. Thanks, great job. And save the recording. So as soon as I put that in, the student will get a nice video piece of feedback from me. Finally, I'm going to click Submit. And as soon as I do that, I see that I've scored it an 84%. Well, that grade will automatically travel. So here I am in second period, and I see the 84% has shown up in the Out of My Mind choice paragraph. I can also see that the grade book has the 84%. And as usual, I can always override that score, say that I want to bring it up a little bit, and I can return that score to the student like normal. So that is how grading goes from Writable into your Google Classroom gradebook.